Hey, what's up everybody? It's Friday, so time for my Fright Friday video, which I'm kind of ticked off right now. This is my second time doing this. I had recorded this earlier a couple days ago to have it done while I was still taking off from work, and I don't know what happened to it. It didn't save to my phone or accidentally got deleted. I have no idea. So, redoing it. The category was Agonizing Anthologies, and I chose Trapped Ashes. So I'll show you the trailer and then talk about it. And that was Trapped Ashes. Here's the summary on Internet Movie Database. The actress Phoebe Cain and her boyfriend Andy, the architect, the architect Henry and his wife Julia, the former director Leo, and Natalie receive an invitation for a VIP tour in the Ultra Studios. When they see the spooky house where the missing director Desmond Hacker filmed Hysteria, they ask their tour guide to stop the car to visit the infamous house. In a moment, they find that they are trapped in a room without any exit, and the guide suggests them to tell the scariest experience of each one, like in Hysteria. Each one tells a spooky tale until they finally discover the end of their stories. It came out in 2006, which I remember watching it, and it's been a long time, so that's why I decided to watch it again. 2006, an hour and 45 minutes. It's kind of hard to go into anthologies, without spoiling them, so I'll just tell a little bit of each story. It stars Jace Bartok as Andy, Henry Gibson, he's the tour guide, Laura Harris as Julia, Scott Lau as Henry, we had Dick Miller as Max, Michelle Barbara Paletti was Natalie, and we got John Saxon, who we know from, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street, Rachel Veltri as Phoebe, Richard Ian Cox as Doug, Glennis Davis as Nurse, Scott Hundell as Zach. Okay, then we got people in the segments. So there you go. I'll just scroll by. You can see who was in there, because mostly the story's about them. There was a couple other people they interacted with. Okay, so basically it starts out where they're all doing their tour. They go to the house, and they're told to each tell a story. So we got the first story of the actress, who she wasn't getting many jobs because I guess she was looking older, and there were, younger or more endowed in their womanhood, so she decided to get breast implants. And what happens is something's put inside of her. You may have seen it in the trailer. It's kind of hard to see. It went by so quick. On her nipples come out like these little vampire fangs, so they're like vampire boobs after the breast implants. And like it shows apart, it's someone, when she's leaning against his back, it starts sucking through. Of course, there's a twist to the end. I can't really go into much, but so, like I said, the first story is about vampire boobs. Second story, we had the husband and wife. I believe they were over in Japan. She goes off while they're at the museum, or his business, working. She meets this one guy Chinese guy or Asian guy or Japanese, whatever it is. I'm sorry, but I believe it was Japan. So she talks to him, and she ends up seeing him the next day while her and her husband are going through this monastery. He's hanging up dead, and there's like this cave, and she starts having this dream of like this demon or creature that's coming to her and having sex with her. It's kind of weird, and she's taken away, and the husband has to kind of like track her down. Then we got a story. John Saxton, who's the director of B movies, him and his friend who he used to direct movies with meet this strange woman. Well, she ends up being strange, you find out. He leaves, he sort of finds something out about her, and she's not exactly the type of woman one would want to meet. She's got some darkness in her. I'll put it that way without spoiling too much. We got another story of the girl Natalie, where her mom had like a giant parasite worm inside of her, and she sort of considered it her twin, and she like grew up without it, but she could call to it in a time of need. She was asking where her twin was when her stepmother, or I believe she had a stepmother, was mistreating her, and there's something along that line with the parasite. Let's see, vampire. I believe those are all the stories for each person, and they all seem outlandish and hard to believe. And then Henry, who is the tour guide, tells them that's not all of their stories. There's actually another ending to the story that they don't really know about, which leads into the twist ending, which is interesting. So we don't see the end of their story until the end of the movie. There's more to it, and we find out why they're trapped where they are. And I don't really want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. Definitely check this out if you like anthologies. Great cast. It's got some bloody moments. It's not too gory, but there's some little gruesome moments that you can enjoy. All right, let me know if you've seen this movie. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time.